All right. You really, as a father, the charm of being a father really is also to, as much as possible, lead by example. Okay. It's really true that your kids really will mirror you. When you're doing things that you can see them, that they can see you, you can see that they can see you. And when you're doing things that you can't actually see that they are seeing you, little tiny things. If they say, Daddy does it like this, and it's a good thing, then you know you're impacting them well. But if you have some habits where, well, you maybe basic things like, you know, you come home and you throw your things all about the place, they're going to think that that's normal, right? So anything you do, decisions you make, decisions you take, you know, carry them along and let them see that, yes, you have that leadership skill, you have that leadership, you know, figure, you have that leadership style, attitude, behavior, and let them tap into it. So when I train children, I ask them, so what is it about your mom, your dad or your mom that you like? And they tell me, and you'd be surprised what they really appreciate about their parents, and that's what they want to tap into. So they can see their father, for instance. So I say, okay, how does your dad behave? Or how does your dad walk? And they say, my dad walks like, yes, he walks majestically, you know, that kind of thing. And basically they're tapping into little things that you do, and you're actually leading by example, hopefully, if it's in a positive way. I would also say you got to watch your character traits. I've got a quote here that says, you lose your property, you have lost nothing. You lose your health, you have lost something. You lose your character, you have lost everything. So it's really, really important that the kind of attitude, the right attitude in the home and behavior is shown and seen, so your kids can know that if this situation arises, they see how you behave and they will mimic that behavior. Okay, so your character traits need to be, don't say because I'm in the home, my boss, my colleagues, my friends can't see me. Your kids can see you, and they are the ones that actually are going to feel that impact most. So if if you know the right behavior and the right character, the right attitude, always practice it. Don't practice it because you're, trying to do eye service. Let it be part and parcel of your normal everyday life. This is how I normally behave. When I'm talking, I talk with ease. I don't shout, or I don't try to be, a proud person, a show-off, or whatever, just because I want people to respect me. This is my person. So your character traits are really important, and they must be real. True to you as well. Let people know, if people are talking about you, let it be consistent. What they say in the office about you and what your friends say about you should be consistent, and they should be positive traits as much as possible. I also want to say that a lot of people take this for granted. You have to have that quintessential image. And when I say image, it's like dress the way you want to be addressed. Okay? Yes, image is everything. And they say a picture does paint 1,000 words. So don't say because you're just going down the road, you're just going to dress up sloppily. Or you couldn't be bothered, you're going to work and you just dress up shabbily. Or you're going to an event and you just couldn't be bothered to take care of the fine detail. When you're stepping out of the house, let people see that my dad is a sharp dresser. I've heard a lot of people say that my dad is a sharp dresser. And not because he's trying to show up, but because that's his style. And he respects himself, and the perception he's trying to portray out there is one of somebody who is very sensitive to the way they look. And of course, it commands a lot of respect when they see that, you've put yourself together in the nicest of ways. So don't say your hair's got all picky grains or it's long overdue for a cut, and you still don't have time to cut the hair. You understand? So you really have to say, okay, I cut my hair every 2 to 3 weeks, as the case may be. And when it comes to image, also watch the image of your children too. Say, well, your trousers are falling down, so you correct their image as well immediately. No, that doesn't look right. Change it. No, I don't like the way this is looking. So that when they wear clothes and they know that Daddy's going to comment about this, image really is everything. And it cuts across from the child being very young to when the child is actually an adolescent, a teenager, and then an adolescent. Even more so. Don't say because you think that they assume they should know the right thing or they should know the way to dress. If you don't like something about something, you're not going to say it in a harsh way. You're just going to say, well, don't you think your hair's a little bit too bushy, or that kind of thing.
Let me ask a question. I have a friend who he has 2 daughters.
Okay.
One is 7, the other one's 5. So he has this way of telling them to pick his ties or color of shirts that he was going to wear. How do you think that would impact on the girls?
In a beautiful way, actually, because they have a sense of combination, color combination. They have a sense of style. It's interesting because he's grooming them to have an extra talent that even they might not even know that they have. You know, because with girls too, it's really important. Color coordination is essential. Ensuring that you know mix and matching is essential. What goes with what doesn't go with what. Because guess what? When they get married, they're going to be very good assets to their husbands. That's the way I see it. Oh, yeah. Anyway, because they're going to know. And a lot of women, you know, you must take cognizance of how your husband steps out, how he combines his clothes. And even if it's just, oh, I like your tie, or I like this, a comment or two is really good. It boosts the image of a man. But if you now say, you're wearing a pink shirt and a green tie, I don't really think that combination goes very well, because women are more color conscious, right? And men are not, and we know that already. So step in where you think you should. Seriously speaking, it's a known fact. Auntie, am I right? It's a known fact.
Many men are colorblind, if you ask me.
I didn't want to say it, but you said it.
Yeah.
No, it's really important. Yeah, because if you don't say it, someone else is going to. And if you don't notice it, somebody else will notice it.
Yeah, sure.
So the truth is, if you don't think it goes very well, or at least try and show some kind of, you know, sensitivity.
Some Chiquita will notice.
Oh,
I'll probably make a comment.